Hey guys, my name's Natasha Adams. Today I'm changing the oil on my 2019, sorry I'm used to old trucks, 2019 Ram 3500 here with Cummins 6.7. This video is pretty much if you don't know how to change your oil or you don't want to take it to a dealership to change your oil, you don't need to do all of that. You can do it yourself, it's really easy. I'll be explaining to you guys what kind of tools you'll need, the oil that I got, and where the filter is, and that's pretty much it. You don't need to know almost anything about cars to change your oil on these trucks. Super easy. Thanks for watching, I appreciate you. Let's get started. So I'm gonna be using close to 3 gallons. This is full synthetic 540 T6 diesel engine specific oil that you're gonna wanna use, and the filter, also specific. You want to get the MO-285, which is for your Cummins. But first, we're going to drain the oil that's in it. It's a little hot right now, so if you were driving your truck right before you're going to want to change your oil, let it cool 30 minutes, and then you can drain your oil, or else it will burn you. It's hot. Locate a drip pan. You're going to want a pretty big drip pan. Your oil pan is actually just a 3/8 drive. So you're gonna want an extension. It doesn't have to be this long. I just automatically go to this long. But kind of like the old, really old school Fords, it's just this. You don't need sockets for this here. I don't know about the newer ones or the older ones. So as you can see, this is the oil pan here. You want to make sure that you're doing the oil pan and not anything to do with the transmission back there. Right here. And you just loosen this. So your drain plug should be pretty much hand tight. I already got it. I'm just using my hand to get the rest of it. Oh, that got all over my hand. Okay, so we're going to let that drain. And almost till it's pretty much not dripping anymore. Okay, now that we have better lighting, this is what your drain plug looks like. It's just a 3/8 drive. And the cool part is on it, it'll tell you this torque spec that you should do, which is 35 foot-pounds, which is basically hand tight to the normal person. But yeah, clean this off, make sure the threads are good, and then once that starts to not drip anymore, we'll put it back in and we'll do a filter. So that's just dripping a little bit. I'm gonna put this back on. And then tighten it, hand tight. Clean it off, so if it does have any drips later, you can tell the difference. On the passenger side of your truck, if you look through the wheel well, that gray filter right there, it might be a different color on your truck, is the filter we're going to be removing. These, in a perfect world, are hand tight. I'm going to see if it is or not, but it is pretty easy to reach unless you have huge hands. That's not the case for me, but it will work. Maybe you have big, strong hands. I don't know. It's not the case for me. It's loose, but it's hot still. Don't change your oil when it's hot, like I am doing. So that you're prepared before you actually pull that filter out, you're gonna wanna take your new filter and put some oil in it. And then get some of that oil and put it around the seal like that, so that when you go and you take off that other filter, you have this already prepared and you don't have to sit there with the oil filter and the oil dripping out all over the place, because it is harder to catch the oil that's coming from the filter housing than it is from the drain plug. Now you're gonna hold this and record while I take that off, please. Ah, I'm gonna drop it. Oh, okay, it's off, but I have to get it. It's still really hot. Getting it out of there is where the messy part is. When you go to put your oil filter back in, because of the way that I had to take the other one out, I had to basically put it on its side and take it out this way. So I'm gonna have to do the same thing with this, but I think what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna face it towards me, put it in, and then twist it up. Yeah, cool. The way that you can do it is because once the oil filter is actually in the position that you need it, you can set it down so you can like relocate your hand if you need to. So the filter will spin in like this. Pop your hood. There is a lever right here, has this little emblem on it, and then you should hear the hood pop in the front. Right here, you push this to the left and pull up on your hood, and it'll come up like that. If you're short like me, you're gonna need a ladder, because these trucks, well, mine's lifted, but they're really big. Okay, and then we're going to fill the oil. Let me get a phone. Okay, so your oil fill cap is right in the center, right here. Second gallon. Oh my god. It's because I'm recording that I'm not good at this. I'm usually like pretty good at this. So third gallon. And then we're gonna check for leaks. And I'll show you guys how to clear your oil filter life or oil life. I don't really wait till the notification that I need an oil change. I will change my oil every 4,000 miles, which some people say is overkill. Oil changes are cheaper than engines. Okay.
It's not necessarily overkill, but a diesel can go longer than 4,000.
No. No car should go over 4,000. If you like your car. Okay.
Too bad he didn't land it.
Land it where?
Like bottle flip.
Oh. Now we're gonna check for leaks. Drain plug looks pretty clean. There's no seepage around it. We'll see if there's any drippage like around it, which it doesn't look like it. But after driving the truck around, I'm gonna recheck everything. Okay, so in your vehicle you wanna be on ignition. And in your settings here, it's gonna have all your little everything that you might want to know. You go to your oil life, and then that arrow you hold down to reset. Boop, just like that. And it's reset. So now we're gonna turn the truck on and let it run for like 10 seconds and check the oil. Final check. We're good. So 3 gallons in total will put you on that safe mark, and you can drive your truck around, check for leaks like once, maybe like go to the grocery store and back and then check for leaks, and you're good. And that's how easy it is. As you can see, you do not need any kind of computer to reset your oil life. You don't need any of that. The dealer might tell you that you need that. As you can see, you don't. And thank you for watching. Bye.